This is a HeadGum podcast.
Okay. Oh,
Hello.
Jesus. That's how we're starting season 4. Welcome to No Gorge.
Hey, Gorge.
Hey. Oh, my God. It's been too long.
I know. Hey, everyone. We got new microphones.
We did. Look at how cute they are. I feel like this will help us be more, legit about it.
I don't know yet. I, don't like holding stuff as much.
I know, but I feel like then we're doing the show. We're holding the microphone about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not one to talk. I was never in the microphone before. So.
Well, that's why we got him, so that you could, put it to your mouth and speak in the microphone.
Yeah, but how do I drink?
I don't know. You have to juggle, I guess.
But yeah, I'm so excited to be back. I feel like this season's going to be fab. We're going to make it a little more podcasty, I guess.
Yeah,
Before we would just show up in my apartment and kiki about it. Now we're still going to do that, but a little more structure.
More structure, more artistry, more gorge.
More gorge, if you ever could think that's possible.
I know.
So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to our Patreon. We're going to start a new segment where we take calls in. So we'll be able to talk to you guys on
I want to give advice. I want to get, I feel like the youngins, they need advice. They need help.
So many people out there went, oh God.
I know, right? I've been in especially Nana era lately. I don't get so many things. The Super Bowl, don't get it.
Okay. Yeah.
You tried to show it to me today and it just was not clicking.
You have a very choosy brain of what you get and what you don't get.
Okay, sure. I'm definitely choosy. Choosy moms choose Jeff.
Yeah, but so I think it'll be fun. We can just make sure you get on the Patreon. I feel like we should make a little Patreon section that's they can just click this button and ask a question if they want, so they don't have to fully subscribe,
Right.
So make sure you go over there. Yeah, make sure you go over there and check that out, because that's what we're going to be checking every episode for questions.
We have new tiers over there as well. We redid all the tiers. Want to make it more accessible to so many people.
Yes, and last time we were kind of filming a bunch at once because we would be in drag, and then we would post them, and then it would kind of be not as relevant, it wasn't as timely.
That's the thing that bothered me the most.
Yeah, so I think this time we're gonna have a little section where we discuss
more
current topics,
and it's more relevant, time sensitive,
and we'll be
stuff.
filming that wherever we are in the world, remotely, kind of. So yeah, you'll get this gorge version of us, and then there'll be a little segment at the end where we talk about hot topics.
So love that. Thank you guys for subscribing to Patreon. There's going to be exclusive content over there, and thank you for watching another episode of
No Gorge.
No Gorge. No Gorge.
No Gorge, season 4.
Yes, Gorge.
For the whores.
Ugh, 4 seasons is wild. And we also just decide when a season starts and stops. It doesn't really.
It's just, what is that for any show? Who decides?
I don't know. I love us not having a higher. I'm that man.
No,
man upstairs.
Every time we're tired, we're new season.
Well, it's definitely getting tired. We definitely got burnt out last year. I was just I need to work and slay and work.
Yeah.
Needed the time off.
Yeah.
Needed to regroup.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So many queens get burnt out really easy. I'm one of them, but
yeah, well, we go really hard, and then when it's the holiday season, I'm there's a lot of girls really passionate about Christmas. Let them go.
Let them have their moment.
Let them go.
Yeah.
I want to see Roxy Andrews in a beaded fur moment singing.
Yes. Santa baby.
No, I want to. When the dog is gonna chat.
Is that a Christmas song?
No, but I think that's what she was doing for the Christmas tour.
Did she have mean hate comments projected behind her?
I hope so. I didn't get to go.
My favorite Christmas. Maybe back to Christmas. Eureka O'Hara lip syncing at Mickey.
Oh my!
What was the song?
God.
Snowman,
yeah,
Mr.
and me. But yeah, you guys, look at my shoe.
Shoes are so cunt.
It has a cigarette.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Condoms.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
I love it.
I know. You have so many fierce clothes you never wear. I'm so over it. Like, we went through, it's like organized. During the break, you like got so organized.
Yeah, you guys, I got a psychologist and a therapist, and my life has changed. I'm medicated. I'm like, it's crazy.
No, I'm like worried at how like together you have it.
Yeah,
like I'm almost like.
No, it's really
whoa.
crazy. I'm like, look at my ears. Like, I got off Drag Race the first time. I was on season 13, if you don't know us, and I just had like a bunch of shit happen, and then I like got in a really depressive stage.
Right.
And then I got back on Drag Race for All Stars 9, and then came off, and like a bunch of shit happened that was just like also really sad and crazy, and it was just really hard, and I was so depressed. Like, it was not okay. Like, it was
Can
not
I
okay.
just pull that hair out?
Can someone out there help me?
Fucking with it, and it is bothering.
What is happening with it? Oh my fucking. Oh my fucking god! You're gonna rip the whole hair off.
Well,
you just curl it?
No.
That was like when you do like a ribbon and a scissor.
Oh, I used to do that all the time.
What just? Oh, here.
I just ripped out the pieces that were bothering me.
Thank you. Feels better a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I was so depressed. It was crazy, and then I like got my break, and I was like, I have to fucking turn this around. This is like not okay.
Get it together.
Yeah, and so I did that, bitch.
I'm like gagged. The way that you got your shit together, I'm like jealous. I'm like, fuck, I need to do that.
A little hot yoga, a little pill, a little vibe. And it's been great. I literally went through my entire apartment, every drawer, every nook and cranny.
No, everything's so. I'm like, where's the safety pin? She's like, top left, second drawer on the right. I'm like,
labeled.
Work.
Labeled. It's
Everything's so
fierce.
organized, so together. I need you to come over and do my.
I would
attic.
love to.
Get
I
all my
would love to.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah. But so thanks for being there with me, you guys, this whole time.
I know.
You too.
Thanks. Thank you. You're so welcome.
Yes. So get ready. Season 4. Happy Gottmik, like you've never seen, literally.
No, you were doing something the other day. You were like talking to yourself about it.
Oh yeah, I was
it's like scaring me, you guys. I'm like, I've never like seen someone do like such a 180 and also like maybe a crackhead about it.
Well, I mean,
what were we doing? We were going to Soho House.
We were going to Soho House, and like no one goes to Soho House anymore, really. Like it's kind of just like I don't know what even happened.
I think it was like a moment in like the early 2000s, and it's sort of like. I don't know. Sometimes things that are members only, it's like, why?
Right. But we're members.
Right.
So we were like, let's go. Like, why don't we just fucking start going there? It's cute.
Because they have like cute vibes and cocktails.
I love it.
Just like nice.
I love it there.
And, like clean and whatever.
I give it an A+. I love it there.
I like it too. No, I'm not a hater. It's
yeah.
Just like...
So we were like, let's just go there. And then I was going to invite my friend Gigi. And I was like, I was like, doing my hair or something, and I was like, wow, so fun. I'm gonna invite Gigi and Violet and I are gonna go to Soho House. So it's like we're all gonna be at Soho House. And then I was like doing my hair more, and I was like that's so crazy that we're all gonna be at Soho House. Like, didn't know people still go there. Like, that's so like,
it's like you're going
it was my plans and my friends bringing people to Soho House, and I was like, wow, to myself, like, didn't know people were still going there.
Think, though, whatever they gave you that has your shit together, you're like, it's like scary. It's
I love
scary.
It. Yeah, I do constant state of like PTSD with it though, because I'm like so happy and like together now that I'm like I can't go back.
That means the big sad is coming.
Like, can't go back. No.
That's how I always feel. Whenever something's going great, I'm like, that means what's coming next is bad.
No. Nope.
So far, it's been working out great for you.
Yeah, well, I like have had some days where I'm like, but it's like not like it was, so I'm like just hoping I've like gotten out of there. So hopefully that'll reflect in these episodes.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, with my cigarette heel.
Cigarettes.
But yeah, so fucking cute.
I
But
know.
you can't even really tell. Can you
well,
guys
now
tell?
that you're like organized and clean, we like went through all your clothes, or just like not all of them, but I just took a glance, and there's much good clothing in there. You just like you refuse to wear it. I don't know why. Why is that?
Well, because I get such good clothes that I'm like, okay, I can't just like wear
Gotta
this.
save it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is
too good
product. Like, this is like, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then it ends up sitting there. I'm like, okay.
No, it's like so many.
Like if Toy Story was real but in clothes form, they'd be like, help me.
Iconic, gorgeous. We've been shopping for like 3 years solid, and you just like refuse to wear the outfit.
But you're actually one to talk.
I wear my clothes.
No.
What are you talking
You have
about?
the most amount of clothes of anyone ever, and
I know. I need to get rid of them. I have so. Even last year, I tried to do like that shop Violet's Closet and purge. They just keep showing up. Like
that's because there's just so many clothes in the world.
I have so many clothes, but I'm gonna be doing another purge this week. I need you to come over.
Yeah, I'm gonna come.
I want to get rid of stuff and organize for real.
Yeah, I got really good at purging.
Speaking of looks, I am giving you artistry today in my leg avenue.
Hello.
Love them so much. I was actually wearing them all tour when I was on tour with AliX opening for her.
You were.
And I love it. It's just like an easy 1-2. It has a little heart. I just love Leg Avenue. They're such an easy peasy throw it on and go diva.
I know, I agree.
And I have my little girliana Shirley Temple hair.
You look hot.
You're giving Pam Anderson meets
I feel like this
Frankenstein.
always needs to be my hair.
I love that. That's the perfect amount of styling to me.
Literally.
Just like
it's just so good for me.
up to you. Like, dress it up, dress it down.
If I don't, it's either straight middle part or this to me, baby. Like that's the Gottmik vibe.
There's been some cockatoos up in there.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But those are special occasions.
Are they?
What's the fashion goss lately? So many creative directors are leaving.
Galliano's out of Margiela.
Yeah, which I'm like, do you think she's going anywhere?
I mean, I hope so.
If I never got to see a Galliano runway, I will on camera. Yeah, no, well, it sucks too because it's just like it's so annoying because in the moment, like things are just always happening so fast, and then it's like Margiela and I have a gorgeous relationship. I love Margiela, and every time they would invite me, I'd be like, oh, I just can't make it to Paris, but like next time. Like,
meanwhile, you were like
doing
always
that.
In Paris.
No, I really wasn't. When
I think
they were
there was
showing.
that one season we did Mew Mew. You totally could have gone.
For sure.
That season, you
For
definitely
sure.
could have gone.
Yeah. Well, and then one time we were on that, the one that really hits home is like obviously
The artistry one, yeah.
Yeah, obviously that one that Leon closed, but also the one that was like a theater moment where they did the play. We were on tour.
I don't know if I loved that.
I loved
one
that.
so
I
much.
loved that. I loved that.
I don't know how I feel about like. I kind of just like a runway.
I mean,
I don't
obviously,
know when
I want a
let's
90s
do a
artistry
theater
runway.
play. Like, don't.
But I thought it was fun, and I'm sad I missed that one. And
Yeah.
obviously I missed the Pat McGrath
The
on
artistry.
But I want to see like John. You have to keep going, baby.
I mean, I
can't do this without
hope
you.
he
I can't do
does.
it without you.
She definitely gave us fantasy. Speaking of fantasy, Ludovic's Gautier collection was so artistry. You got to go.
major.
How was
I
it in
did.
person?
It was amazing in person. The Gautier guest list was gorge. It was like Meg Thee Stallion wore like archive. Kylie Jenner looked so good. I was scared. It was insane. And Hunter Schafer looked fab.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Hunter Schafer's makeup.
Oh yeah, because she was on Drag Race as a guest judge wearing Gautier. Marc Jacobs hat. Dara styled her.
Love Dara, love Hunter Schafer.
Same.
There's just something about when people go on Drag Race that they feel that they have to be like over the top about it. I think.
Yeah.
Or like it's their time. It's like when you get a nail tech who's like, "Oh, I'm doing a drag queen's nails." They like just go off and are just adding bits and bobs and stones and charms and dingles and all this
It's like,
shit.
okay.
It's like, babe,
Okay.
just a regular nail's fine. Like I don't need all of that.
Yeah.
Every time I do that. I feel like it's the same thing with these guest judges. Like their makeup artist is like, I get to do creative makeup. And it just like doesn't always give for some reason.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure in this case scenario.
Well, like I've only ever seen Hunter Schafer like Prada minimal like eye gloss and like lip gloss and like that's it. Then to see her just like full dragified is like
also
a
some
lot.
makeup artists like I don't know who did this, so sorry.
Yeah,
But
sorry to this makeup artist, but not good.
No,
No, I don't like it. Like they tried to do like
but
triple liners.
drag makeup is just like a different fucking beast. So it's like if you're trying to do all this like lines and shit, it's like you don't really like understand the
especially
vibe.
if you're like already beautiful. Like you
Yeah.
just need to like just put the paint on the face. Like
Yeah,
just,
I was telling Hunter, I was like, I have to paint you.
please.
I was like, I have to do it. Like, I want to put artistry makeup on her so bad.
I mean, she's gorgeous and super talented. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just I just didn't like the makeup for some reason. Sorry, I'm a hater.
It would have been fierce if they had like gold, like
And it's like what?
black
like,
and gold, gorgeous
yeah, like,
crease. Like
there was something about it. It was just like the eye shape was just like off.
Well, it looked like what like a drag queen was trying to be like a neutral. Like I don't know, it was just like odd, but
yeah, just
but the outfit was fab.
Just like dark eyes, dark lip. Just keep it dramatic. If you're trying to do dramatic, like go that route. Like don't try to do like triple eyeliner, wing, geisha, kabuki artistry.
Yeah.
Unless you like do
like
that.
For the end of time. Like the girlies want to feel like a drag queen on Drag Race, you know?
Glitter, yeah.
So they always try.
Like I want to do your makeup so bad. I want to do this episode where we do each other's makeup the way that we think the other ones should be doing drag. And like I want to do your makeup so bad.
Is it so different than what you would do?
It's like just a little different.
Okay.
Like I just think your eye shape is gorgeous and you like hate it and I hate that you hate it.
Well, I have issues.
Okay.
But I have so much lid space that if I actually followed my lid, I would be like so feminine looking. It'd be crazy. Not that I'm not feminine looking now.
What's wrong with that?
Because I was trans and dysphoric for so long.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, don't look like how I look in drag, so it's like fine, I think. But
I mean, how I would do it is not that different than how it is right now.
Yeah, my crease has gotten so much smaller.
It's like your makeup's gotten so much better since we started.
You too.
No, I went through like some really bad makeup phases.
We all have.
Like I used to do this thing where I just wouldn't wear bottom makeup. Like I thought it like made me look more awake to just like raw dog the underneath of my eye.
It's so weird.
So weird. I don't even know if my makeup is like
you're giving
at where it needs to be now. How would you do my makeup if you had to redo it?
Honestly, not that different than you do.
Is it pretty similar to this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I still think it'd be a fun
I feel like
video.
I'd probably do, I'd probably put your brow,
Higher?
lip. Yeah,
higher or lower?
Bitchier. You do a rounded, it's a little bitchy right now, actually. But you love a round sometimes. And I'm like, it's really nice, but I would like.
It's really nice, but I would totally redo it. Love what you're doing. I would just do it differently completely.
Yeah. Should we tell them about our new section?
Sure.
All right. So one of the new sections that we would love your help with too for suggestions, we're going to have a section called.
You don't know?
We're going to have a section called I'm trying to be nicer, but. I'm trying to be nicer, but. Because I feel like all the time, if you have ever watched No Gorge, we are like always complaining about stuff.
Yeah.
So we want to just like keep it very light, like topical, like loves it. And then have this one section where like, listen, I'm trying to be nicer, but.
I just want like a complaining section.
Dior makes me want to kill myself right
now.
now.
My God.
Like just things like that, you know? And then we go off. So we're trying to be nicer, but. And it's just like a chance where we can complain and be like, listen, I'm trying to be nice, but there's no nice way to say this, basically.
Right.
And if you guys have suggestions of things that are just grinding your gears out there.
That's basically what it is. It's a grinding your gears segment because I've even listened to our podcast before and I'm like, oh my God, these whiny ass, complaining ass, unrelatable ass bitches.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole podcast cannot just be us complaining.
Yeah. So
as easy as that would be.
Yeah. So we want to keep the complaining into that one section.
Yeah.
So,
I know what I'm ready to complain about.
Okay, do you want to start us off?
Oh my God, do I ever? This might be like, we might get some flack for this one.
Okay, I can't wait.
The other day we were.
Wait, so you have to say it.
Okay, so I'm trying to be nicer, but DoorDash people, delivery drivers. This may be a like controversial rant.
I think it is because I have seen the controversy via TikTok.
Right. So the other day we were over here and we were just like chilling. We were ordering food. We ordered Postmates and it was like not cheap.
Oh,
it's
so
like
expensive.
The delivery fee is expensive. All the fees and like whatever. And we get it probably like priority. We're like hungry and we're over here like working. We don't know how to cook. So we order food. Get over it. We ordered the food. I'm already anticipating the like, well, maybe you should learn how to cook then.
Bitch.
Whatever. We order the food. The guy like comes here and he like first of all, before he even gets out of his car, he says, "Come down."
Which, yeah, no, they like.
Before he didn't even try to get into the building.
No, they do that all the time. Be like pulling up. I'm like, okay, I'll be here.
Literally, like we have specific instructions that we wrote out on how to like buzz the call box, wet the floor.
Is like my building's also just classicio. It's like the entrance. It's like so glass. There's a neon sign outside. Like that's basically like entrance here, and it's a glass. You can see the elevator like from the street, and then there's a touchscreen call box like right there. So it's like
right
already like visually,
door.
It's like not a weird building.
Very
it's like
simple.
Loves it. And so we even type out like, hello, go to the call box, press my name. I'll buzz you up. Make sure I buzz you. Then you go to the elevator, come up. Like, just everything's like written down perfect.
Like, couldn't make it easier.
Yes. And it's like on all these apps too. It's like you tip prior. They see where tip is.
Right.
It's
so
like,
I tip the guy the 20% for the delivery fee. And I believe it's on DoorDash, it's like prior. And then I think it's on Uber Eats, it's prior as well, but on Uber Eats you can like go back afterwards and change it. I don't think you can on DoorDash. I could be wrong. Anyways, so we order a bunch of food. We're like here working on stuff, so we want it delivered. And the guy pulls up before he even gets out of the car. He's like, "Come down," and I'm like, "Like, come up. Like, this is the instruction." And he's like, "There's no parking," and I'm like, "There's never parking. It's a driveway. Like, put your hazards on, like everyone else does. We also order things like all the time." Yeah. Get the fuck out of your car. Put your fucking hazards on. No, this is my one chance.
I'm trying to be nicer, but
I'm trying to be nicer, but like, do your job. Like,
not the vibe.
I just like, if you don't want to do the job, then don't do this job. Like,
that's what I think too.
I would never like imagine us showing up to the club and being like, no. The power of no. They're like, go get on stage, and we're like, where is it? No, I could get hurt going on the way there.
Like, isn't me being here enough?
I'm already
sold
like
your tickets.
You can just what are you talking about? Like, no, your job is to deliver the food to the customer. Like, hello, what's going on right now?
Also, side note, you're like breaking up so much for me, and I'm not sure if that's like tea, but we'll just keep going, I guess.
It did just say. I mean, it says that it's like uploading. Am I breaking up now?
No.
Because it was saying like reconnecting up there for a second.
That probably means you're breaking up. You have like the Wi-Fi of like the 18th century.
No, I like don't get it. Like,
when I go to Violet's house, it's like dead zone.
No, I like don't understand because I pay for everything on time. When the second I miss do you have Spectrum?
Yeah. Why don't you have automatic payment?
I do. I put it on automatic because the second I missed, it would be like $50, like a $50 Wi-Fi bill. The literal minute that I'm late on that because it wasn't automatic, blowing me up.
I don't even know why people like sadomasochists have their shit on not like automatic, because if mine wasn't automatic, I would. How do you even do that? Every month, every 3 weeks, you're going on like, oh, gotta pay all my things. Like, no, bitch, automatic. How do you do that?
I was just not, I don't know, prioritizing the automatic of my bills. Like, I'm like, pay it, moving on. Like, I'm not, they're like, want to set up automatic payment? I'm like, nope, not right now, later. Always. Whenever a computer asks me to do something, I'm like, later, no.
On Drag Race, like, you're like not allowed to have your phones, obviously, but a bunch of the girls like get away with getting their phones for a second, low key, because they're like, oh, I have to
you're not under contract. Go ahead and say what happened.
No, that's literally, I'm telling you, is that they're
not when I was there, bitch.
What? No, they get away with having their phones for a second because they're like, oh, I have to pay my rent, and so they give them your phone so you can pay your rent. But I'm like, bitch, everyone has automatic, like, and they're like, I'm still here to their friends.
Not me. I followed the rules. Back in season 7, we followed the rules.
You must have had automatic payment set up.
I had something. It was a different time for me. I was a homeowner. Didn't pay.
Oh, see, we can't all be homeowners before Drag
Race. I know. We really can't. I had a plan.
Yeah. And they would always be like, do you need your phone to pay your rent? And I was like, yeah, I do. I do need
no. Well, now I have an automatic payment, and I'm pissed because my Wi-Fi does suck. I'm like, I don't understand how we can fly to the moon, but we're still waiting on things to load on our phones. Like, shouldn't it be instant? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
or like, why are there dead
Wi-Fi?
zones?
Like, I don't even get how it works. Like,
It's
how is it
in
just
the
like
air.
flying around, and then I can just press a button on my phone and it like goes. I don't know.
No, I don't get it. And also, like, there's so many people around me that all also have Wi-Fi. Like, shouldn't we just like collectively like have enough service like in the ether for us all to be able to like quickly
what
get
there
our stuff?
is, and they just want to charge you for it. I don't know. It's just that's something that will never.
But I'm paying whatever they want, like automatically paying for it. So like, I just don't understand. Wouldn't you want
good?
Like, I feel like we should all just chip in Hive Mind and get like super duper internet for everyone. Like, I'm so sick of waiting on things to load. It's crazy.
That's a very like Elon Musk thing to say, I feel. Like, we'll just all.
Okay, well, that's a hot topic.
Yeah, it is kind of.
It's topical.
I think the number one hot topic moment for me is just like, what's up with the airlines going on?
Baby, that is my hot topic too right now. The Delta airplane crash.
That's our airline.
That's our airline. I was like, oh, American Airlines. No. Duh. Like, I expected 9/11. Hello. 9/11 was.
Talk about
bad.
that. Let's celebrate that.
Celebrate that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm still Delta Diamond, true till the day I die. It's just that was like such a weird crash.
No one died.
Hello.
Don't know how. That's great. Like, I'm like, was this?
It just did a little flip. It's fucking fun.
A little flip was on fire.
I think
down the runway.
I think that would be like way less traumatic than what like falling from the sky is just like not the vibe for me. I would die. That would be my number one hate.
Well,
but if I was like already landed and then it flipped, I'd be like upside down. I'd be like, okay,
with fire bursting out the back of it.
I'd be like pissed, and I'd be like, oh, I'm getting free Delta forever. But I like imagine
I would never want to fly again. Hell no.
That's true.
Imagine you get off the fucking flipped over Delta plane. They're like, all right, well, I guess you can go home. Here's another flight to get on. I'd be like, I'm getting on. Yo, you're driving me. Sucks. Oh, get a tour bus, baby. I need a tour bus.
Yeah, we're going to have to start like leaving a week earlier to our European gigs and like go by boat.
Well, that's the thing is we have a flight coming up.
Bitch, we have flights I've been seeing on Twitter being like, oh my God, well, this better like fix itself because I have a flight in a month. I'm like, wow, it must be nice, you guys. I fly we fly every day. Like I'm flying every day.
Have you seen Final Destination?
Yeah, of course. Who actually showed it to me?
That is more relevant than ever. First of all, I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, also Violet had never heard of how like flying safer than driving. People always say that to me.
I've never heard that.
You guys, let us know.
Who is saying that flying is safer than driving?
Everyone. They're like, oh, you're more likely to get in a car accident, which I guess is true. You're always fucking driving.
Yeah, I guess, but not. I mean, with our schedules, I feel like the probability might shift.
Yeah, true. I think another fun hot topic, though, that we could talk about is that one drag queen that redid your outfit.
Oh, that is a fun hot topic for everyone, huh?
So...
don't know about that.
It's so funny. I think it's like part of like a bigger conversation about like what's wrong with Drag Race. Like everyone's like, oh, there's just something weird. And I was like, I think people are just like hiring, like the casting people are hiring drag queens now that they're like, I don't know if they think it's like, oh, they're gonna have like followers because they're.
I would love to talk to a casting director. Like, what is your process these days?
Because if it was like up to me, I want some like crazy Atlanta divas. I want like a psycho. I want like a Rail Trey to get in there and be like fighting.
Yeah.
Psycho.
I want some like tried and true bitches who are like, I've been doing this since before you were born, little girl.
Like, don't even try me, bitch. And then
like I want some like crush up a light bulb and put it in your fucking powder, bitches. Like, I want the Olympics of drag. Like, I want these bitches like the best of the best from each city vibes. Like, I don't want this, whatever this is.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're starting to notice because, like, I think even on this season, the girls that people are like getting to know, like, love more are like a little bit on the older side. They're not like older, but they're like not 12 years old. But I think that's just like this conversation is wild because it's like you were saying, you're like, I was referencing this Erte painting.
Mm-hmm.
and that person that redid your outfit like doesn't even like they definitely have never seen the drawing. They've never seen the Erte thing. So they were
I
just
don't
like
know.
I mean you can tell because like you were
you
saying it was like
can.
it's like a drawing that's like
If you look at the original drawing, the woman, the illustration, first of all, Erte has so many costume illustrations, and this one is like not famous. It's like kind of obscure.
Yeah.
And she's fully naked in the original sketch, and there's like a glove, and there's like all these jewels like hanging, like putting the glove on her, and she's like butt naked. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't be butt naked because I need to have like a cinched waist. And so like, let me do a trompe l'oeil, like rhinestone nude illusion corset and like I got custom jewelry made to like have the glove be like draping on me. And even in my original costume, there was like a little section on the hip where like I did have jewelry made to like connect it, almost like where the corset and my skin would like meet on the leg. And like in the original sketch, there is jewels right there. And I had those pieces made, but I just like didn't like the way it looks. So I just like left them off. And then hers is literally exactly that concept and does not have the jewels on the original sketch, like on the hip.
Well, I think she just like never saw the original reference, so she's just copying yours. So it's your skin tone of bodysuit because she doesn't get that you're supposed to be naked. She just thinks it's like a crystal dress. I think
a crystal bodysuit.
So and then she's like thought it was like a skin tone, her skin tone hand around the like crystal. I'm like, you just didn't get it. You just don't get it.
You just don't get it, do you, Scott?
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
You just don't get it. I mean, it just looked cheap.
Yeah, and
it
then
looked
like
cheap.
And then her nipples were out, and doing even the same boob shape because that boob shape you did was low key like kind of odd.
Oh,
it was like a weird.
First of all, that's not how I envisioned.
Yeah, I was.
That's
like,
not how I envisioned it. That's what I received.
I knew. I was like, that's a weird shape. And then she,
and I just was like, okay, well, gotta run with it.
Like, okay, but yeah, she just like didn't get the reference, and I think that just happens a lot. As these girls just like don't get the references, and then it's like fucking them up along the way.
It's also crazy,
like the one
like not citing it as a reference. It's like blatantly obvious. Like maybe it was the designer and not her who. But it's like if you look at the original Erte sketch that I'm referencing, I make so many modifications to the sketch, like the hip jewels and it being a bodysuit and not nude, that it's like it'd be so crazy. No, like that. I mean, I don't care that much. It's just odd. I'm like not. I don't know. I don't like need credit or anything. Like I reference something, but it's just weird. Like I can't imagine going on Drag Race and being like, I'm gonna reference another Drag Race queen. I mean, I guess I did that for Snatch Game, but that's like an outfit is just.
I mean, I think
this is like your chance. This is your opportunity. There's so many Erte sketches also. Well, I watched episode 1 of White Lotus and the theme song is different, which I don't understand. Like, did they get sued? Why would they change it? Why?
Because it was like viral, like all the time. People were
playing I hear it at the club.
They played it at the club, like, and then they're like, different song. Have you seen the TikToks where like us trying to figure out how to figure out how to dance this song, and they're like,
no, it's like fine. Why would you do that? Why would you do it and it not be better? Like you could do like a new. All they really need to add is that little like animal noise it back in, and it would be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm like, did the person who created that song like demand more money or something? Like, is there tea there? Like, did they like have to scramble at the last minute to find a new intro song because like the person wanted like more royalties or some shit, or like had to renegotiate?
Maybe
because it's like a hit, and the guy in the owner was like, "No."
What's the Schwarzenegger son's in it, and he looks hot.
David Schwarzenegger
looks hot.
Yeah, there's like a scene in the first episode. It's like crazy. It's like it's giving Nip Tuck actually, low key.
Oh, gotta watch it tonight.
It's like incest. It's like gay incest.
Oh, I saw people like upset with that or something.
Well, it's weird. Like the family, first of all, Parker Posey's in it. Love her. She's like the mom in the family. So it's like this like very like traditional Southern family. And at first the one son's like going to sleep with the daughter. Like the siblings are going to sleep together in the same room because there's like not enough rooms for all of them, which is odd because they're like obviously very wealthy. And then the two sons end up sleeping together, and the Schwarzenegger guy is like, oh, I'm gonna go jerk off. Like, how am I gonna jerk off with you here? I'll just go to the bathroom, and like goes to the bathroom butt naked out of bed. And I'm like, so you were just like sleeping butt naked next to your brother, and then get up butt naked, go to the bathroom, and the other brother's like watching him, and his dick is like fully on display, and he's like about to jerk off, and he like doesn't close the door for like a good while, and the other brother is just like watching him and like staring at him going to the bath, and they're like looking at each other through the mirror, and it got very interesting. Yeah, I was like, do I like this, or is this really weird?
It is a top Pornhub search, let me tell you.
Making us question ourselves. But the episode was good. I love how on that show they like, you can tell so much about each character's like background like really easily. The way they do storytelling with the characters, like you're like, oh, they all hate each other already. You're like, she's insecure about being old, or like you like really get into their characterization like right away. They're like so good at it.
New York Fashion Week happened. It was a little like, I don't know, New York Fashion Week is just never really giving to me.
I liked Marc Jacobs.
Oh, right. That's what we were talking about we were wanting to talk about is like, I love how Marc Jacobs, to me, Marc Jacobs just like was like, oh, now my fashion house is like, this is what it looks like. And it's like he just like reinvented it in a way that I haven't seen like in my lifetime anyone do.
I think he's always managed to sort of like tap into like art. Like I feel like he's almost like an artist. Like I get very like gallery lady vibes, like always. Like every era of his designs have always sort of been like, what would like an artistic girl who runs a gallery wear to me, like in the meatpacking district or whatever. Like it's always sort of been like the Chloe Sevigny girl. Well, like it's always that kind of person.
Marc Jacobs is just like so hot too. Also, just like side note, like I saw this photo of him at the beach with his like Birkin, and I was like, oh my god, if I saw that guy at the beach, I'd be like, hello.
Well, even when he did his Louis Vuitton stuff and had all the graffiti, like all those collaborations that he did with other artists, like he's always like doing arty stuff.
Yeah, that was like an era. I mean, he's just icon, diva, legend. Yeah.
There was one person who showed at New York Fashion Week that I do not get it. Like to a degree where I'm like, how are you showing? Like financially, like no, some people that show it new, like there's actually 2 brands that showed, well, there's probably 3, a lot of the brands.
Most of the brands, I feel.
I'm like, how are you guys affording to put on the shows themselves physically? Like it's a lot of expenses to do a big production like that. And I'm like, you guys, like, do you sell clothes? Are people wearing these clothes? People buy these clothes? Are you in stores? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm like, are you guys just like bored and have expendable cash? And you're like, let's put on a fashion show and like put some crap on the runway.
I think it's mostly that. Like New York Fashion Week is just always odd like that to me.
Well, it used to be a little fiercer. I really want like the American brands like the Ralph Lauren and the Tommy Hilfiger and the Calvin Klein to like shit on these hoes. Like, let's appoint some creative directors, let's get up in the gig, and let's like do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like American brands, I mean, I just could be like so off, but like I feel like American brands is just like they just want to license their shit and get the fuck out. Like they just want to like make the money. Like it's like obviously couture is like not where the money is, and they're like, baby, I want to have some perfumes and some bags and sell the fuck out. Like Michael Kors, like Halston, like fucking like all of it. Just get me out of here, make me a billionaire, and
that is the American way for sure.
It's the American way.
That is the American way. Like capitalism down.
Yes, it's so crazy.
But yeah, should we tell them why we're going to Paris?
It comes out on Monday.
So maybe we wait.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wait. Stay tuned.
Yes. But I think those are good hot topics. We've been filming for so long.
I know. I love this little new format. Let us know what you guys think of it in the comments.
Yeah, make sure you head over to our Patreon. We redid the tiers, so you can leave us little voice memos. We're going to have a little section where we listen to your guys' voice memos starting next week and give you some advice. If you want to talk about hot topics over there, we'll be looking every time we film this to see what you guys are talking about. So the Patreon's kind of like key to communicating with us on these episodes, and we'd love to see it. So head on over to our Patreon. I hope you guys like this new format. It's actually going to get a little bit like smoother. This was our first time doing this format. But yeah, so I hope you like it. Let us know what you think and what you want us to talk about, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yes, love it. Bye, Gorge.
Bye, Gorge.
No Gorge.
That was a HeadGum podcast.